So this is just a little tutorial looking at custom selection, where we're able to select different kinds of items within the drawing based on a set of criteria. And in this example, I'm going to select, or I'm going to hunt down and see if I can find all the objects that are in this drawing which are still in the none class, and then hopefully address that issue by placing them into the class where they're supposed to be. So you have a tool up in here in the tools drop down called custom selection. If I click that, I am able to the command will be to select and execute immediately. So as soon as I've defined the criteria, it will do what I've asked it to do. So by pressing criteria here, I can see I've got a whole load of options here. Now I'm just defining what kind of objects I want. So I'm looking for objects whose class is none. So fairly simply, I just want to list all the objects whose class is none. Now it's saying there's 474 objects that meet that criteria, but we won't see that many because I have only got a small amount of layers visible. So it'll just show me the stuff within the active drawing, if you like, at the moment. So I can see there's a line there, and there's some soft goods and some treads that are all in the still in the none class. There's 10 objects here. I'll just zoom in a little bit further. So there's 10 objects here. So what might not be so obvious is that this is showing the multiple selection, so it's showing all 10 objects. If I click this little 3 dot icon here, it'll go to the individual selection. And if I use there's left and right arrows here and a little selection button in the middle, if I click through that, if I click and hold, you'll see that the stage left treads there are kind of showing up. Click through some other bits and pieces, some other rogue lines, and eventually you can see there's soft goods here. So this stage left piece of masking, if I want to click and hold this middle button here, the selection one, you can see it's glowing red, so it's just checking it's definitely that one. So with that one selected, I can then assign it to the class where it's supposed to be, say summer school softs stage masking, and that's it now in the correct class. Click through again, we've got the stage right one there. Again, it just went off there. So yeah, stage right soft goods in the none class, and I can put summer school softs stage masking. So I put those two into the correct classes. If I click somewhere in the drawing that isn't a line, I've deselected everything. I can click that again and I can see that it's in the correct class and then the layer. So I've addressed two of the issues. So that's great. So I mean, it's not too much of an issue to do that each time, but if I had quite a complex selection, I might want to save that selection criteria as a thing. So if I do tools, custom selection again, and this time I'm going to create a vector script. So rather than executing immediately, I'm going to save it as a vector script. So we'll define the criteria again. We'll just do exactly the same thing again. Class is none, and this time when I click OK, it's going to give me the option to save it somewhere. So we've got a script palette. So I'm just going to make a new palette called my scripts. Okay, and I'm going to save it in there called none selection. Okay, and then you can see in the my scripts palette there, which you can open by going to Window, Script Palettes, My Scripts. I've got two. There's the one I just created, and that was there before. In the none selection, I should be able to double click that, and it runs the script. You see, so it hasn't picked up these now because these are in the correct classes, but these treads here and these rogue lines there are in the none selection. So if I could have a whole load of things in my scripts there which have different criteria, I can also access the scripts through the resource manager. There's my scripts again there with the none selection in there. So hopefully that would allow you to build up some of your own custom selection criteria, which will help you select things quickly and easily. Hope that was useful. See you soon.